always fresh every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
Volkswagen goes, oh yeah, US economy? Well, guess what? We're hiring mad people. Okay, maybe not in those exact words, but does that mean a new VW model will soon be built stateside? We'll let you know. Also, Porsche reveals the new track-ready GT3 R, news in the internet rumor mill on the Subaru version of the FT86, and a potential new version of the Ferrari 599. All that plus Shakedown with none other than Leo Parente. And go subscribe to FL Detours if you haven't yet. YouTube.com/FL Detours, all right? What's up, everybody? I'm me, and you're you. You're checking out Fastlane Daily on a Thursday. Vest edition.
We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the Fastlane Daily.
This morning, Porsche released another version of the 911 sports car. It's the 911 GT3 R, a successor to the 911 GT3 Cup S. This track-ready, non-street legal sports car is another example from the motorsports division within Porsche. The new car puts out roughly 480 horsepower from a 4.0-liter boxer engine. Hey Ian, do we have a picture of that? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna eat your family and then run you over with this car. All right, that was bad. Anyway, it's a modified version of the GT3 RS motor that only displaces 3.8 liters. The car has been designed to meet international FIA GT3 regulations straight from the factory with no modifications required. Well, you'll need a body in it to drive, but Porsche doesn't deal with those non-precise human elements. Oh, and the cost, you ask? You know, a measly 279,000 euros, with sales starting in the spring of next year. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get the car, I'm gonna run over your face, then bite your ear off and then eat your children. Too much Mike Tyson, Ian? Too much. Okay, yeah, that was bad anyway. All right. But in the automotive job market, Volkswagen is looking good. Well, relatively. This past Sunday, VW closed a 3-week-long application period for employment hunters at the Chattanooga VW plant. It's estimated that 65,000 people applied during the application process, which according to Chattanooga General Manager Ryan Rose is very satisfying and overwhelming. Out of the 65,000 applicants, 35,000 applied for the 1,200 available production jobs and about 30,000 for the 800 professional and skilled maintenance jobs. Wait, so Ian, you're saying 65,000 people applied for only 2,000 jobs?
Yeah,
I guess that's good. It's better than no jobs, right? All right, yeah. Well, Mr. Rose also stated that hiring won't officially get started until spring of 2010. But that's where it gets interesting. We've said before in the internet rumor mill, VW has had plans to produce a new mid-size sedan, and people in the know are saying that the car will be built right here in the US. Since the jobs don't officially get filled until early next year, we can only assume we'll see VW's new model a few months later by the summer of 2010. Take that, global economic downturn. Can I get some thunder up in this bitch? Boom! I eat lightning and crap thunder! Yeah! Huh? All right, for jobs, yay. The internet rumor mill is just filled with stuff this week. Okay, so we've all heard about the Toyota-Subaru. You know, the Subaru and Toyota joint project with the Toyota FT86 show car? What we do know is that it was built by Subaru, but what we don't know is if Subaru is going to be making their own version of the car. Well, Inside Line got the inside scoop and reported that Subaru will have a version of this car coming sometime in 2011. It will have the naturally aspirated 2-liter flat 4, just like in the Toyota FT86, but the horsepower will be raised to 250. But the Subaru, of course, will be all-wheel drive, and both of these whips will have a 6-speed manual. It will also be larger and cost about 30 G's. That's $5,000 more than the Toyota. This way, they keep the cars from competing with each other. Oh, very slick you are, Toyota-san. Huh? That was very terrible. It's a bad day for impressions. Okay. Also in the internet rumor mill is Ferrari. Honestly, how big is this mill that we speak of? It must be huge. Bob, get out of there. Jeez, lots. Well, sources within Ferrari have indicated that we may soon see a GTO version of the Ferrari 599. This model would be a limited edition to commemorate the 250 GTO from the 1960s, while styling could look a lot like the 599XX concept. It's been revealed that pre-order documentation has been prepared for the potential customers, with figures on the car pushing the 680 horsepower mark and a price tag of nearly $400,000. Obviously, right now we only have these few details, but by our math, Ferrari's due for some sort of special car. Hey, they need to pay for Alonso somehow. Fernando Alonso. Cool name. That's what I meant the other day, okay? Next up, Shakedown with Leo Parente responding to your comments from last week. You're going to want to stick around. Hey, what's up, guys? I want you to go check out my good friend Mark Douglas. He's got this funny new show called The Key of Awesome. It's funny music videos, and who knows, maybe I'll pop up in one day. All right? Go check out The Key of Awesome at thekeyofawesome.com. It's funny stuff, people. Seriously. thekeyofawesome.com. What up, Mark?
Last week I asked, what should racing be? Thanks for your 300 plus responses. Hey, even the two guys that suggested missile launchers. How death race of you. And I heard someone had to explain to Brian France when he finished viewing the movie that that was not the 2010 NASCAR marketing plan. Brian France, the George Bush of racing. Let's start with this comment because it sets the tone of what everyone was trying to say about what racing should be. Quote, people getting together with their machinery and seeing who's best. Racing isn't about who can make the most money, get the biggest sponsor. It's about seeing who has the best skill and the best car. Then add to the definition this comment. Racing should just be about speed! Exclamation point. With this as a starting point, here's what else you told us. Marketing or racing. The action, the technology, the cars, the skills, the passion. That's why you watch racing. Stop the politics, ease up on the marketing. The show is the authenticity of racing. Another comment. Quote, it's the rivalries, brand versus brand, nation v nation, tech versus tech, driver versus driver. And the ambiance of racing, wrote one commenter. The sights, the sounds, the danger, living fast, the people, the parties, the playboy lifestyle. So Flavio Briatore, he's a viewer? Great. You know, he has the time. Private or factory teams? Private led the way. The Porsche model was the clear manufacturer's role. Just build them, baby. And here's what the Patron liveried Peugeot could look like if they go to private car on the fourth one. Many saw room for both factory and private with the idea, whatever it takes to get the technology developed and into real cars. Someone thought it'd be cool for colleges to get involved. Formula SAE was mentioned. Here's Japan's Tokai University fielding this LMP. 20 students on the team, 170 in support roles in the classrooms. Professors and racing managers guide the process. Let's talk factory a bit. Monday, DD told you about the Mercedes GP Braun McLaren buy-in, buy-out. So now Braun is a factory team. But when McLaren, a road car producer with their own engine design, soon builds their own F1 motor, they too will be a factory team. Mercedes gets to pick 3 drivers to join Hamilton from the mix of Button, Kimi, Rosberg, Heidfeld. The last 2 are Germans. MB wants a German world champion, and they think Rosberg is the next Button, you know, with just enough talent if plugged into their great car. Ha! Prussian ego forgetting Alonso Ferrari, Lewis McLaren will all be on revenge mode. Hey, Mercedes, hire Kimi with Rosberg and keep the checkbook ready for Vettel because there's your German champion. Big series versus grassroots. Grassroots racing was the choice, but the question circled around who racing is for. If it's drivers, you voted for the access and affordability of grassroots. If racing is for fans, you like big series. We need both. Which gets us to the topic of what racing you like. Over 80% of you passionately pick production-based racing. Touring cars, Coney Challenge, GT, rally cars, drift cars, DTM, time attack. Why? You want to see cars that you can own, drive, and tune. Now across all racing, WRC was high on the list. Le Mans cars next, then F1. NASCAR was offered salvation if they went back to production-based cars like the 60s and 70s. Completely ignored was American IndyCar, because great finishes like Unser, Mears, Hornish have been lost to time or maybe politics. Green versus just racing. 65% of you said green tech is okay for racing. Someone called out the TTX GP bike series. The naysayers assume green means Prius racing, slow racing. You know, it need not. The point is, it seems car makers are allowing a disconnect between green tech, driving, and fun. Warning, you kill the passion for cars, you kill sales, you kill the biz. So why not use racing to develop the tech and spark emotions? That's it. Good job, fans, on the comments, and we'll see you next week.
Good job, Leo. Way to answer all those fans' questions or reply to their answers. Anyway, I think racing should just be fun. Honestly, the politics get mixed up in it so much, it just kind of seems, disjointed from the fun now. Whether you're a manufacturer or private, just needs to be fun. I applaud the new technology though, like putting curves in, electricity. You know what? Here it is. Racing should be fun and progressive. You know what? Get the politics out, let people race, pay them for it, and that's racing. All right? That's my take. Whatever you think of it, I don't care. Goodbye. Have a great Thursday.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.